Well, for 5 years, there's been controversy over a government recommendation that girls should have the HPV vaccine to prevent cervical cancer.
This morning, an advisory panel is now saying boys should get that vaccine too.
Yes, the human papillomavirus is the #1 STD in the U.S., and at least 50% of sexually active people will get it at some point in their lives.
Dr. Michael Smith is Chief Medical Editor at WebMD. He has more now on that new recommendation, which we got yesterday. Why now are they saying that boys should also get this vaccine, boys who are 11 and 12 years old?
Right. It's really due to an accumulation of evidence. We now know that the HPV vaccine is just as beneficial in boys as it is in girls. For girls, obviously, the primary benefit is cervical cancer. In boys, the benefit is even larger than that. Take, for example, head and neck cancer, also usually due to HPV infection. We now know that HPV-related head and neck cancer is probably going to surpass HPV-related cervical cancer by 2025. So, again, it shows really a great benefit for boys as well.
Is part of this the recommendation so that when boys do become sexually active, I guess the transmission rate is reduced with women and other young men?
Right. So only about 30% of young girls or young women and girls have gotten the HPV vaccine. If that number were over 50%, we probably wouldn't even have to worry about boys. But it's really, we're talking about a community effect. By vaccinating boys now as well as girls, we're getting a larger effect, and we'll see much lower incidence of HPV-related cancers and complications.
Just mentioning that the vaccine has become highly controversial, it's also very expensive. So what is the thinking, even with these recommendations? Is this something that parents are going to agree to, or do you see this as more of an uphill battle?
Yeah, like I mentioned, only about 30% of girls and young women have gotten it. I suspect we're going to see a similar issue in boys. Over time, hopefully more and more parents will realize the benefit, but I suspect it's going to be a continued challenge to really get parents to understand the benefit. And again, it's a sexually transmitted disease. Thinking of that in an 11 or 12-year-old is just really difficult for a parent. Absolutely.
All right, Dr. Michael Smith, thank you very much.